Hi there, welcome to Math Games, a special edition of Easy Access Math. I'm Mark Kurtz.
I'm Benjamin Hanon.
And we're going to show you some math games that you might find interesting, fun, and you may learn something if you're not careful. So we'll be right back with our first math game. But first, watch this very important announcement because we have to pay for all of these. Check out Easy Access Math on YouTube. It's math made easy. We're back, and the first game that we want to introduce to you is called Shut the Box. And there's Shut the Box. And you could buy this. They sell these on eBay. This is an old unit I have. Now, some of you may recognize this game from several TV game shows. The old classic TV game show High Rollers used it. We use it on our own Las Vegas winning streak on the game show Block Party right here on Public Access TV. And you could buy these. It's a very simple dice game. They come with different variations of numbers. I happen to like the 9-number version of it, but I've seen, you've seen 15 numbers.
Yeah, 15 numbers and 3 dice.
And 3 dice, so there's a lot of variations. And there's a mathematical, there's mathematics involved in this.
Definitely a lot of probability and a lot of understanding the numbers.
And a lot of understanding the numbers. Now, I have a strategy, and I'm sure you might have a strategy. I'll share mine. So, Shut the Box. Check it out on eBay. And do watch me on the game show Block Party when I'm not teaching math. Hey, you have to make a living somehow.
You really do.
So instead of rolling dice, because we want you to see it, we have virtual dice up here, snake eyes. And why don't we play? Want to play one round together?
Sure.
We'll make a decision together, and then I'll employ my strategy. Just to show you the game, the object is to eliminate all your numbers by rolling the dice, and usually played with 2 dice, but you've seen other variations.
I've seen other variations.
And you have to eliminate the numbers based on your roll. So for example, let's roll that. And
3.
3.
So we don't have
Not
a lot
the
of options.
best roll, but not a lot of options, but the 3, you can take the 3.
Or we can take the 1 and the 2.
Or the 1 and the 2. And you know, this is even a good game for young children in helping them understand arithmetic and adding up numbers and combinations. So it's really good for all ages. We were looking at the probability end of it and the best scheme to use in taking off the numbers. And there's a lot of strategies, including one at the game show site Buzzer Blog. Someone actually posted a strategy for this end game. And I'll share mine in a bit, but we're going to play together. What do you think? Would you take the 3 by itself or the 1, 2?
I mean, we can take the 1 in a lot of different opportunities. I think getting the 3 out of it would be a good move.
Right, so let's get the 3 out, and that would still give us why that would be a good decision here, that on our next roll there are still no bad numbers.
Right.
A bad number occurs if we roll something from, the dice rolls will be between 2 and 12, that you cannot make a combination of numbers to take off. Now, of course, the 1 you want to get off eventually. There's 2 ways to lose, and one is
having the 1 left over.
having the 1 left over at the end, because you have to roll.
Yeah, you can't roll 2 dice and get a 1.
That's right. It's impossible. We promise you it's impossible. You could be here rolling all day, and with 2 dice, and you have to roll 2 dice. I've had people play this game over at No Basin Day Camp where we do the game shows, where they'll try to pocket one of the dice, and no, it has to be 2 dice. And we do have spares if that occurs. So anyway, we'll roll again, and everything is good. Oh, we roll doubles. Now, some people play with insurance cards. I think we're playing a standard game here without no fringes here. So when you lose, you lose. But over on the game show Block Party, we give you an insurance card, which gives you a free roll. Because game shows just do that. Remember when Wheel of Fortune had a free spin card?
I remember that.
I used to like it. I used to like it when you were able to get a whole pile of free spin cards and just hog up the game.
Yeah.
Of course, if you were the other two players, they were less happy with that.
Now you just get half of a car.
That's right. You
I'll
can
get
have
I'll
a
get the car and
car,
half a car.
and they have free play, which is not free spin.
Right. So I think
We got an 8.
we should get rid of the 8. Get the big numbers out of the way.
Yeah,
first,
let's get rid of the 8. You know, we are still chancing it with the 1, but you always hope there's an opportunity to get that 1 a little later. Now, at this point in the game, we took 2 of the 9 numbers off, and everything is still good.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Another 8, so that'll be a 7 and a 1, right?
We could take the 7-1 or the 6-2, or the 5-2-1. But the 5-2-1 would leave us in a position
Where rolling a low number would basically mean we would lose.
So you want to keep yourself in the game as long as possible, and I'll share that as my strategy, is to try to take off the largest numbers possible, because that way you keep yourself getting more rolls. I had somebody that says that you just have to add your rolls up to 55 in the end, you know, and that's the whole game. But when you consider losing early because you took off a small number, you eliminate that possibility, that bad possibility, if you just stay with the larger numbers. So yeah, I would say the 7-1 is, what do you think?
I think so as well.
Let's go, let's get the 7 and 1 out. And so I think right now, the only thing that will hurt us, am I correct, is a 3.
Yep.
3 and 8 is good, right? 6 and 2, and 9 is good. A 10 is good, and 11 is good. How about 12? 12 is good.
Yes,
So
it is.
everything is good except a 3.
Right.
There it is, it's a 9. My lucky number. And I would go with the 9.
I go with the 9
That's a
too.
big number, you want to get that off,
So I get that out of the way.
you know? We're in good shape because right now I think still almost everything is good except the 3.
Right. What's this? 1 dice?
Yeah, where did our other dice go? Oh, it fell off the table. Is that possible even?
Maybe they're giving it to us because we have not any bigger numbers left. This might be a little bit of like a beginner's version of the game.
Really?
Really.
Okay. Oh, is that just going to stay there as a 1?
Apparently so.
Really? Oh, okay. So very interesting. Suddenly but you see there will be variations with even 1 die up there.
So I believe we could just get rid of, that's the only option.
That's our only option at this point.
Make a roll.
The 6. Okay, so
4 and 2. I can get rid of the 6 right away, but that would give us more opportunity to roll a 4 or a 2.
right, it does slightly. And there is a scheme, like I said, on the internet, which shows you the different probabilities at each roll. So let's see if
Get rid of that 6. Roll.
And we win! Look at that, beginner's luck. Congratulations. So that's a variation of Shut the Box. We're going to see if we can find a way that we could play this with 2 dice straight through. We'll be back and we'll talk about our strategies right after this.
There are many arguments against the death penalty. It's not a deterrent against the crimes that it punishes. Society who use the death penalty don't have lower crime rates than those that do. When a country abolishes the death penalty, they are not plunged into criminal chaos. But even if the death penalty did reduce crime rates, would it then be acceptable?
Hey, we're back, and Ben and I are now going to each try on our own, and we got this strategy board from Buzzer Blog. If you go through Buzzer Blog, which is a game show website, they have a strategy board for Shut the Box in if the game show High Rollers would ever be revived, but you could use it if you play this really good game, Shut the Box. It's a really good coffee table game, and Ben, you were just looking at some to buy for yourself.
Yeah, I want a tiny one. Just to have.
Yeah, they're really nice. They make great gifts. So Shut the Box. You can check them out. They're at eBay, and you saw them at some game sites.
Yep.
Walmart had it, no?
Walmart, Toys R Us, Amazon, all 9 yards.
So it's a good game, and if you're into different games, consider Shut the Box. Anyway, we're going to play. You want to go first or second?
I'll let you go first.
Oh, thank you.
I want to
And
see your strategy.
we're playing with insurance cards this time, so for those of you who remember High Rollers or the game show Las Vegas Gambit too, if you roll a double, two of the same numbers, you got an insurance card, and that would give you a free roll if you rolled a bad number. That was not doable. Now what's nice about this side is as we take off numbers, you will see strategies for every number that you take off of what the best thing is to roll. For example, what they tell you to take on your first roll here, for 12, they're advising a 9 and a 3. And all the numbers up until 9, they're advising you just take that number, even though at any time you do get a choice. Now, if you go way back to 1974 when the game show first started, they would award a prize for every number you took off, and that defeated some of this strategy because you would take off 5 numbers. Well, you couldn't take off 5, but 4 numbers is the most you could take off with a 10, 11, or 12. You would end up with 4 prizes, including half a car. Game shows always give half a car as a prize.
Right.
Wheel of Fortune's doing that now. Well, I guess half a car is better than none.
Yeah.
Wouldn't half a car be a bicycle? Two-wheeler? Anyway.
Motorcycle.
A motorcycle. So I may or may not take their strategy, but it does go in line with my strategy to take off the larger numbers and keep the smaller ones in play. So we got our virtual dice here on this side, and I rolled a 12, a double. Let me award myself, or you could award me an insurance card. Oh, that's good. And they're suggesting I take the 9-3. 9's my lucky number. I'm going with the 8-4. I want to be different. I also took off a big number, and I also kept all numbers in play. I have no bad rolls because at this point a bad roll will highlight and say bad roll. So I'm good. So we're going to roll. I'm ready. Let's roll it. Oh, 11. They're suggesting the 9-2. So this time I will take the I can't take the 1 off. So this time I will take the 9 and 2. Well, I actually could have taken the 1, but no, I couldn't. 8, no. Well, there would have been a combination, but I'm happy with that because I have an insurance card and I have good numbers.
And you're ready to roll.
I'm ready to roll, and I want to take the 1 off next. I think it's time. 9. Ha! Well, maybe I can't take the 1 off. I can make a 9, right? It's not a bad roll. Only the 2 was bad, but of course it's not because I would get an insurance card. So 2s are never bad when you play with that rule.
Right.
Let's see. What did I roll? I rolled 9. It's recommending 6-3. Yeah, let's go with the 6-3. That might be it, right?
Really kind
Well, I win if I roll a 13. Then you get my car if I roll a 13.
You find me 2 dice if you roll 13.
Yeah. That's like rolling a 1. Oh, 12!
Well.
Oh!
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 My.
Oh! And it had to happen to me! Right here! On Math Games! Oh, wow! I don't know if they saw what happened. I can have 700 of these, and it's not going to help me. Because I have to take off the 7 and 5 now. There's no way I can't take off the 7-5 because the rules of the game says you must make a play on every turn. So say goodbye to the 7. If I do get another insurance card, yes, award me that for rolling the double. You could award me the other insurance card. But I take off the 7 and 5, and look what happened. I leave with a year's supply of rice-a-roni, it looks like, because every roll is bad. My chances of winning, my probability is 0. Now this is funny because I spend summers over at No Basin Day Camp, free plug, great place. and we do the game show studio, and we play a game similar to this as part of one of our regular games. And I spend time warning the players, if you leave a 1 at the end, you lose. And I had opportunities to take the 1, I think, along the way, and I didn't. And guess what? I lost. We'll be back in a minute, because we need to take a break. I need to recover, and then Ben's going to play right after this.
See you then.
Yeah. Check out Easy Access Math. It's a whole new way of learning math. Easy Access Math on YouTube. It's math made easy. All right, we're back. We recovered. Ben's going to play. Don't leave a 1.
I'll be sure not to.
Don't leave a 1.
I'll be sure not to.
Okay.
Let's start off. Let's see what I can roll. A 5.
Okay, and there's what? It's recommending, but you don't have to follow it.
It is recommended 5.
May I recommend the 4? No.
I don't.
After what happened to me?
I don't want to be left without 1.
I mean, oh, you're going to do it, okay. Oh,
no, but then 4 is a bad roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if you could undo that.
I can undo that.
You want to undo that?
I just take the 5.
Okay.
Like,
That's what it's
we're early in the
recommending.
game.
I like to be different. You see, but that's what happened when you try to be different.
Power conformity.
You roll a
here.
1.
You got a 6
You
now.
got a 6.
And I kind of want to take, I guess, no, 1, 2, 3 would be a horrible idea. I'd just be not even getting low numbers. It might be in my best interest to take 6.
Which is what it's recommending.
That's what it's recommending, too.
Yeah.
No,
At that point, your chances of winning went down, but it had
Yeah,
to.
but I mean, I'm going to wait on it. I'm going to wait.
6 again. Let's see. 4, 2.
4 and 2, that's what I want me to take. I mean,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 would not be as good of a move, but I'm kind of in dangerous territory.
Yeah, you got
3 bad rolls.
Including the 6, which is a very good number, a very
Yeah.
popular number.
6, 7, and 8 are like the most common. 7 being the most common.
Yes.
10, we're in the clear. Get that 9 out
Yes,
of here.
a 9-1.
Get that 1 out of here.
You got some solid numbers except for the 3, of course.
3 is not.
You got no insurance cards. You got
No insurance cards.
no insurance cards. So
I'm gonna
Fire
enjoy my
is
lifetime
dead.
supply of rice-a-roni.
yes, enjoy your rice-a-roni. We'll be back. We have some more games. We're going to do the Monty Hall problem right after this. All right, we're back, and we're going to do the Monty Hall problem. Now, I'm sure most people are familiar with the game show Let's Make a Deal. Right now, it's on in the morning with Wayne Brady. I was in the audience in costume.
What was your costume?
We were just in brightly colored T-shirts. We had 4 different colors, and we had jester hats. Although my mom refused to wear her jester hat because the bells were making her nervous, so she wore a cowboy hat instead. But we had these really bright neon colors. Didn't get picked, but that's okay. It was actually a lot of fun because everybody's in costume, and that taping went really fast. The fun started right from when you waited online, and it went really quickly. So that's been around for over 50 years. It started with Monty Hall in 1963, and at the end, the premise was always players got to choose from 3 doors. And on the show, of course, all the doors had good stuff. One had a really awesome prize, and the other 2 had lesser prizes. You could also get something called a zonk, which would have been a barnyard animal that you didn't want to bring home, or some useless item. And the premise of the Monty Hall problem states you have a choice of 3 boxes, which we have here, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 of them have something bad in it, a zonk, and 1, we put $20, which I will have a chance to win. I could use the money. Now, the premise is I will pick a box, and each box should initially have a 1/3 chance of winning. This is 1 good thing and 2 bad things.
Right.
So it's 1/3 to win, 2/3 to lose. And after I pick a box, the premise will come in, because then Ben, who knows where the good stuff and the bad stuff is, will open one box to show me that there's a zonk. I will pick, because I waited years to do this, I'm going to pick box number 2.
All right. So you pick box number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Show it to the audience.
I waited years to pick box number 2.
And box number 1 contains, this isn't a barnyard animal, it's a piece of paper.
Well,
It
we couldn't
says-
fit an
We
elephant.
obviously couldn't fit an elephant, but we can fit an word zonk.
Oh, okay. So that was,
That one's out.
okay. So now here's where the premise comes in. I would be allowed to switch, and should I?
Well,
And that's the whole premise of the Monty Hall problem.
I can't tell you if the money's in this one or this one, but what I can tell you is that from a probability standpoint, initially you had a 1/3 chance of getting the money. However, you also have a 2/3 chance of not getting it.
Right.
So if I were to say, you know what, I've eliminated one of the choices, and now you could switch to the other one, you essentially have a 2/3 chance of getting the correct one, because you're trying to choose the wrong one in the first place in order to switch.
Which I see your strategy. Now, most people initially think it's 50-50 at this point. You know, 2 boxes, 50-50. But I think what they're missing is, originally it was 1/3, and just opening up one of the bad boxes, which, in the premise of the problem, the host will always show one bad box, leaving you with the good box and the other bad box. It doesn't change your pick from the 1/3 you initially had. Because you know you're showing me the bad one at all points, at all times, that's going to be the premise. You're going to open up a bad box. The 1/3 for that box actually goes into the one that was good, the other box, the switch box.
Yes, so bringing the odds of getting the good box to 2/3 should you switch.
Okay, see, so the premise was now I have 2/3 of a chance. If I go to number 3, that doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to win the prize, and only a 1/3 chance
Stick with
with
number
number 2, which didn't change from the original. So, against my better judgment, I'm going to switch because I like the theory. So I'm going to go with number 3.
All right, so let's see what's in number 2. It's a zonk.
You mean I win?
You win $20.
Oh, and I could stay for the free buffet.
Definitely.
Oh, well, let me see show me the money.
Of course. Here you go, Arthur.
Now,
Don't spend it all in one place.
Oh, look at that, and this is real stuff. Now, again, if you did the trial many, many times, we should get close to 2/3 on a switch, with the theory that that initial showing of the bad box doesn't change the original pick from 1/3. That stays. It takes the 1/3 from the shown box, the
And brings
original
it
box,
to
and brings it to the
box with the money.
non-chosen box, which may not be the box with the money at all times. It's just the box that was not shown.
Yes.
The original pick could have been the one with the money, but in theory, the switch should work 2/3 of the time.
Correct.
So that's how you do the Monty Hall problem, and I hope, check it out online on Wikipedia, and there's a special site.
If you type in Monty Hall problem, it'll be montyhallproblem.com.
I'm going to go out and buy a Shut the Box game. Hey, we have one more game for you, so stay with us. We'll be right back. I hope you enjoyed our math games today. We're going to wrap it up, but first we're going to play a game of 100, and it's a pattern recognition game. See if you can see the pattern that we have, and you can play this game with friends. Here's the premise. We each pick a number, and I'll let Ben start, from 1 to 10. You can't pick 0, you can't go over 10. And we keep going until one of us lands exactly on 100. Okay, you go first.
I'm gonna have to choose 1.
Okay, I'm going to choose 7, which brings us to a total of 8, because we keep adding the numbers.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to choose 4 and bring us to 12.
I am going to choose 9 to bring us to 21.
Well, I'm gonna choose 2 to bring us to 23.
I am going to choose 7 to bring us to 30, and I gotta say, he's a good player, because so far, he's winning. He's on the track to win.
We're at 30 right now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna choose a 4 and bring us up to 34.
I'm going to choose a 1 to bring us to 35.
Well, I have to choose a 9. No, wait, no. I have to choose a 10 and bring us
To 45.
45.
I'm going to choose a 10 to bring us to 55.
I'm gonna choose a 1 and bring us to 56.
I'm going to choose an 8 to bring us to 64. Oh, I got flustered there for a second. 64.
Well, 64, huh? We choose a 3 and bring us to 67.
I am going to choose a 10 to bring us to 77.
We bring us to 78 with a 1.
I'm going to choose my lucky number 9 to bring us to 78 and 9, which is 87.
I'm gonna have to choose a 2, bring us to 89.
And as you can see, at 89, which is our total now, no matter what I do, it's bringing me flashbacks to that 1 left over at the dice. No matter what I do, with staying with the rules of the game, picking a number between 1 and 10, Ben will win the game unless he forgets his number system and his math suddenly. So I'll pick a 1 to bring us to 90.
And I'll pick a 10.
And I will congratulate you on that. If you saw the pattern, let us know. Write to us at kingsboromathgames@gmail.com. And we'll see you next time right here on Math Games. So have a good one. Thank you, Ben.